Welcome back to another episode, guys. We're going to do an update today. For the first update,
This guy.
I know everybody has been commenting and asking how he's going. So we thought we'd just give a little update of Frankie right now. How's he going, babe?
Oh, he's back to his usual knucklehead self, and he's pretty happy. He has escaped a few more times, but he's put on a lot more weight, as you can see. Look at the chunky booty. But yeah, he's almost back to normal.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well. We haven't had him in for his CT scan or anything like that yet, but he's doing much better. Thank you. Thanks for everybody who's commented on that. And this week, we wanted to give you an update on everything else that's been going on and what our plans are for next year. But first,
let's have a quick look on the last 6 months.
Yeah.
See what sort of led us to this point.
Yeah. We're here at the line. We made it. We're about to cross into the Northern Territory. Oh yeah, I can see him.
Catfish.
Oh, it's a something.
No, catfish.
I caught something.
A stinking catfish.
I don't care, I caught it. So glad you caught that massive giant.
Never caught anything that big before, ever. That's just bonkers. And see why it's addictive.
We're gonna do our update a little bit different today. We're gonna take the dogs for a little walk, and we'll try to give a little bit of an update as we're walking. We'll see if the rain holds off. If it doesn't, we'll be back in the caravan giving an update. So we'll see how we go. Do you wanna go for a walk?
Come on.
So we've got lots of things happening here at Dad's. It's been putting in a new septic system, so everything's been like dug up everywhere, and putting in a new kitchen as well into the little shed house. So lots of banging. And lots of bits and pieces everywhere. Oh no, the gate was open. Frank's gone. Frankie! Frank! you are. Come on, Frankie.
Frank,
Frank, come on.
come here. Come on. All right, so a bit of an update on the truck, eh?
Yeah.
So I've taken it up to All American Driveline. Dave and Glenn and the boys have had a look at it. Both hubs are Gonski.
The damage is way bigger than we thought.
The severity of the situation is a little bit worse than we thought it was. No, it was way worse than what we thought it was. The boys are kind of flabbergasted that we made it back without the wheels coming off. So the damage was that bad. So we're in the middle of getting it rectified, getting the parts over here. They had all but one of the swivel hubs here in Australia. That's the only part that they needed, and they had to fly that over. And there was a problem with public holidays and stuff over there. And
in America, yeah.
Anyway, so it's all here now. It's going on. They're doing the service on the vehicle now as we speak. And we're just playing the waiting game. I'll go pick it up in...
Hopefully next week.
Yeah, like 4 days or something like that.
Hopefully next week.
I think we got very lucky. It was one of those things that we weren't sure of the severity. We had no choice but to drive across the country in order to get it fixed. And I just wasn't sure of how bad it was until we got here. And turned out it was far worse than what we thought.
Yeah, so, I mean, pretty lucky that we didn't have any accidents or anything like that, because I actually drove it up to All American Driveline because Grant was down in Sydney picking up our containers. They were like, oh geez, we're lucky the wheel didn't fall off while Bianca was driving it up.
So I've taken footage of the hubs, the bearings rather. The left bearing, I'll put it in here. It's not supposed to sound like that. It basically didn't have any movement. The bearings had collapsed.
Yeah.
So it comes in a whole assembly, right? Which has the bearings, everything in it that attaches directly to the axle. So it's if your bearings are shot, then you got to replace the entire assembly.
I mean, classic Grant and Bianca.
Yeah. Classic.
If something's going to go wrong, it's probably going to go wrong to us.
Oh, like we've been pretty lucky though.
Oh, we've had our fair share.
But yeah, I mean, look, it could have been so much worse as well. So anyway, I mean,
it is what it is.
I mean, we could not be where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we are pretty lucky overall. Sometimes the odds do catch us out, and that's all part of it, really. But anyway. So we should have the truck back very shortly. So that's the update.
So our plans for the coming year, for 2024.
Yeah, what do we have got going on?
Yeah, to be honest, we don't really have too many plans yet. So we do have two things planned. So number one is we're going to go to the Method Wheels meetup. So Method Brakes Wheels. Not a sponsored thing or anything. We've just got a pair of Methods and we love them, and there's a meetup.
A set of Methods.
Oh, a set.
Because we have more than two.
We have 5.
We have 5.
Yeah, anyway, so we've got a set of Methods and we love them, and you know, we're on this side of the country. It is up at, I think, Burham Shores, which I feel like is near Bundaberg.
That way, somewhere. Yep.
I think.
We'll find out. Could
be wrong, but it's in Queensland. We thought we might go and, you know, hopefully meet some fellow travellers while we're there. 10th of February, up there. I'm not sure if they have tickets available. You can jump on their website and have a look if they do have any available. I might drop a link in. If you do own Method race wheels, that's the barrier to entry. So you need to own a pair before you can go, because it's like a owner's thingy.
Even if you don't, we'll just show you anyway on our channel. So.
Yeah, we're going to film it anyway, so you can watch from the lounge room. Second thing we have planned is Now or Never. So I'm not sure if you have watched them. They are another YouTube traveling family.
If you haven't, if you haven't, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But if you haven't, jump on, because they're just lovely people.
So I'll drop a link to their channel as well. So they're hosting a camp for a cure, and that is in March, and that's the 8th to the 10th of March. I believe tickets are still available for this. No requirements to be able to come, just buy a ticket, really. So it's $60 a person. I'm pretty sure that includes like your camping. They're going to have live music and some other things. I will drop a link to buy those tickets as well. But we're going to be there.
What else is happening there?
Now, well, I don't know.
Okay, so this mop of hair is coming off for charity. I'm just going to put it out now. I'd love for people to donate for the hair to come off.
Yeah.
Just to sort of raise a bit of money as well. So we'll put the links in and tell you how to do that once we figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll drop the links in for that. So Alex from Now or Never is shaving his head as well.
Yeah. And I'll jump on the bandwagon. So.
Grant is going to jump on the bandwagon, can raise some money there for cancer. All the funds are going to go to the Love Your Sister charity foundation. It is a not-for-profit. If that's something that you want to do, it's at Gucci Creek. So it's just north of Gympie, so north of Brisbane. If you're available, that's in March, I think the 8th to the 10th of March. Jump online, grab tickets, and yeah, I'll just drop the link.
So I won't look like Fat Thor after the camp. So we'll have to find something else to talk about on the comments.
Yeah. And I believe Caravan Adventure Oz are also going. They're co-hosting it with Now or Never.
Yeah.
So I'll drop a link to their channel as well.
But most people watch them as well, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think most people should know who they are, but if you don't, go on and check them out and give them a follow. Do you know what? Nothing else is really... We don't have anything else planned yet for next year. So
why is that?
We don't really have any money left. Kind of two reasons for that. Fixing things on the truck and Frank, his vet bills. So...
Yeah, they've kind of smashed us.
Yeah, so Frank was like $9,500 at the vet. And we do have pet insurance. So you're probably going like, why didn't you have pet insurance? I do have pet insurance.
Might as well not have pet insurance.
I didn't realise that they had a clause in there that they only cover $1,200 if it is treated as a snake bite. So we don't even know if Frank actually got bitten by a snake, but the vets treated him like a snake bite. So they only give us $1,200 back.
Which doesn't even cover the antivenin. So
I think it just covers the antivenin. That's it.
That's one vial.
One vial, doesn't cover a stay in hospital, doesn't cover...
They gave him 2 vials.
The drip, doesn't cover all the other things that he had whilst he was in there. So that's fun. So that's a little bit of a dip into our extra funds that we had. Obviously, the truck is costing us more money. I think, do you know what, this year, in additional expenses that we didn't kind of factor in or count for, we've spent nearly $40,000 extra this year, and our bucket away savings in case you need it is pretty much gone.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So we're just going to have to wait and see what the next coming year holds, because you may not be seeing us as much.
We don't know.
We don't know yet.
We don't know.
And another thing too is the damage in the van.
Yeah.
We've had... so over the past 6 months, we've been in quite a lot of heavy rain.
Yeah.
We've had some burst pipes.
Yes.
And we have suffered some pretty bad water damage in the van.
And we also had a leak from our awning that was installed.
Yep.
Which has damaged the whole front wall of the side wall of
there's
the
a few
caravan.
factors. There's a few factors regarding the cause of the water damage, and we've done some digging, and just to get it repaired, we're waiting close to a year.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. We'll see. We don't know. To be honest, we don't know what the year's going to hold for us.
We've got to say goodbye to our bush. I don't know.
We'll see how we go. We still are planning to put out videos. We have a list of videos that we've thought of that could be quite helpful. We want to do a review of the canopy. We want to do just some helpful things like tips to reversing your caravan and setting
things
up.
we've learnt, yeah.
Things we've learnt. Also, we want to do a cooking series.
We've been asked about a bunch of times, and we've forgotten. We also sort of couldn't figure out why people wanted us to do it. And so like the demand's there. We figured we may as well do it. Yeah. So we're going to do some dedicated cooking videos. So not cooking weaved into a travel video, but just, hey. So you can search for it. Yeah. I'm going to cook Pad See, which is one I've already filmed, and show you how to cook it. And it'll kind of be like a real-time cooking segment. Hopefully you'll like those, but give us a comment if that's something that you're interested in. And with that too, if you have anything that is unthought of to you to cook in a van or while camping, or you just can't figure out a way to do it, set us a challenge. Yes, love that. We absolutely love that. Because I'm a chef, Bianca's a foodie. We've both been living on the road for a few years now, and we've worked a few things out. We've got a bit of an imagination for food and stuff. So like a challenge as in, I really like this meal, can you make it gluten-free? So we can attempt to make it gluten-free. A lot of the cooking will be just based on ingredients we have in the caravan, so it could be changed up a bit. We might give you substitutions for things, but also like something that you would never think possible to be able to cook out of your caravan or on a fire or something. If you can set us that type of challenge, and then we'll see if we can do it. We might not be able to. It might not work, but we will try. It might beat us, who knows? And you could even challenge a particular person. So you could be like, I want Bianca to make rice paper rolls, right? Or sushi, or... No, you've done all those things. There's not much you can't do. Good luck with that. But anyway... I'm setting you guys a challenge by setting us a challenge. Actually, definitely. Yeah. So jump in the comments and leave us what you would want us to do or what you want us to cook. Challenge us. That would be fantastic. Also, anything... If you want us to make a particular video about caravanning tips, storage hacks, the top 10 products that we love in the caravan, anything like that, also leave that in the comments, and we'll see what we can do to film them. Apart from figuring out what we're going to do this coming year, and also how much time we're going to spend here on the property, I don't know, because there's so much work to do around here, and balancing helping out Bianca's dad and helping him on the plethora of projects he's got going on. Trying to do stuff for us as well. It's I don't know. It's hard to juggle, but we're going to figure it out. And we've got our plate full-ish. We just need to figure it out. We don't know what the coming year looks like for us because of the problems with the van, with the dog, Frank, and with the truck, the van, and money. And money. We'll see. We don't know. This could be the end of us. Who knows? It could be.
but we might have to give it all up, but we're going to try our best to not, and to continue to give you content and to get out when we can.
Yeah. I think we've taken these curveballs pretty well.
Yeah.
But it's just trying to recover from said curveballs. It's a little bit of a challenge. So we'll get there. We'll figure out a way.
So we'll just continue our walk. And there's one last thing that I wanted to chat about that I've just briefly talked about when I was at the dam. And yeah, we'll see you in a minute.
So all this before we left was so thick. It was so much thick vegetation behind us. And as you can see as I pan around, is that there's a lot of burn piles now, particularly over here. That's because Paul has been a very, very busy bee. He has bought himself a bobcat and he's with the excavator as well. He's gone through and he's tidied up and cleared out, and he's done a burn. And down around all this creek area, we just thought, oh, what a great place to clear out and to make a bit of a, I don't know, a place to come and sit when there's water.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of water. And on that, let's do a bit of an update on the road building that we did before we left.
Yeah.
It's just over here.
Yeah. So I'll just put some clips in now of what it was.
Down here from that clearing, pretty badly eroded. Probably about 200 metres from the clearing. Another creek crossing. And this is by far the worst one. That's running from out there. It's pretty swampy down here anyway. There's obviously been a lot of sediment that's washed through and a lot of rain. And it seems to have, well, it's still here. So that's a good thing. That's a good sign. It's still here. And as you can see on this side, you can see the amount of sediment. It's still running through. And it's still here. So Paul's pretty proud of it, and so am I. Paul's done a pretty good job, I've got to say. We brought the rain with us, as we always do. We either bring rain or wind.
So when we came, at the end of last week's video, there was a little footage of us taking the dogs for a walk after we'd brought Frank back home, and everything was brown. Oh, it was still charred. Brown.
There's charcoal from the burn still.
Yeah, and the grass was brown, like everything was brown.
Mm.
And now everything's green, so.
Oh, you wouldn't know.
We've been home.
Look at the grass. It's so green.
It's been about 5 weeks.
5 weeks since we've been back.
Since we've been back.
Alright, so one last thing that has been going on at the property since we've been back is Paul has put in a new sewage system. What was there was like a 1,000-litre concrete tank next to the shed house, and it was just not cutting it. It was never gonna cut it at all. So we got the little cottage, a little donga sort of demountable dwelling thing behind the pool, and then got the shed house up there. Just on the other side of this cottage, we've put I think it's a 6,500 litre tank, and it looks like a private submersible. It's pretty hefty. So then what we've got here is we have 4 reed beds. So that takes the overflow from the tank and its sediments in there. And then that water then overflows just from here, runs down into these ETA beds. So you've got 3 lines, and you can see the concrete caps behind me, and they just disperse that water. By this stage, it's pretty clean. I wouldn't go, make a cuppa out of it, or showering in it. But as you can see, there's still an awful lot of material and gravel and sand and stuff that we have to move and clean up. Paul's got a grand plan of coffee beans and avocados and
heaps of stuff,
olive trees and all sorts of things. So we'll see what happens.
Just on that, if updates on anything we do here at the property, I know I did 2 or 3 videos at the beginning of the year when we came. If that interests you, let us know as well, because we can also do some more of those type of videos on anything we're doing here, because when we're here, anything and everything happens here for sure.
When we're here, we'll be doing sort of a homesteading sort of style thing, as well as other videos that we spoke about before. We can do more, some more videos based on that, the homesteading sort of style thing.
But something that we are going to do, as I mentioned quickly before, our shipping containers. So we had 2 shipping containers at my uncle's property. He's been looking after them. Thank you so much, Warren. We shipped them up here about 3 weeks ago. We're going to use a lot of the stuff for Dad in his house as well, but we're going to make those shipping containers into carport and garage areas. Anyway, let's go up. A
giant workshop is basically what Paul's got in mind, but let's go have a look. We haven't had a chance to do anything with it yet, so we got the truck built, pulled the bull bar, the old bull bar, which I put photos in here, and the wheels off, and now I need to get rid of them. So if you know anyone with a 2017 F truck that you don't mind the look of the bar or the wheels, even the canopy, let me know. Back to the rafters. So that's container 1, and that's just got all of our shed, backyard bits and pieces, and I forgot how much crap we had. Man. And then we've got the container next to it, and it's chockers, and that's all about furniture and everything else, right?
Because when we left, we didn't know how long we were going to travel for.
No.
And we moved to Perth, we moved from Sydney to Perth, 12 years ago, and we actually sold everything and then repurchased everything when we got to Perth. And packing up stuff this time, we didn't really know if we wanted to do that, because our stuff really wasn't that old, and we didn't want to go through the hassle of marketplacing everything and trying to sell it and then trying to repurchase stuff if we needed it later. So we just decided, look, we'll buy 2 shipping containers and we'll just keep whatever we can keep. That's what we've done. I guess luckily, because Dad can now use it in the shed house, because really we've just been sitting on cane chairs in there Dad's been had 1 chair in there for years, well, not years, for a year, and now he'll actually have a couch when we finish the kitchen and stuff in there. But yeah, we'll show you the other container.
So apart from the stuff at the front, which is fallen, which is my fault, everything back from that, everything back from here, back, that was all packed by us when we first,
3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. So it's made its way up here without anything moving. So the the Morans are, you know, well-seasoned, practiced movers.
And by that, he means like me and my family.
Yeah, sorry. So Bianca's family, you know, Bianca's dad was in the army, and they moved how many times?
I think, honestly, I've lived in like 20 houses.
Yeah. So they've put moving and packing down to a fine art, and it's...
Yeah.
You know, there aren't too many people that can match them, I reckon, because that container is like Tetris level hacked. Yeah.
So anyway, the shipping containers themselves, these two, they're going to be like painted. We're going to put a roof on them, and we're going to be able to park the truck and the boat and everything underneath here. There was 3 older containers that were on the property when we got here. They're going to be moved to over here to this wet patch.
It'll be 1, 2, and then a gap in the middle, and then another behind that structure. There'll be another 1, 2 with a roof over the top, and that's going to be, that'll house a 4-post car lift and just everything. Like basically, he's got tools and everything for just about any type of thing to fit out a few workshops. So there'll be a few workshops in there.
Yeah.
And like, what do you call it? Vehicle and equipment parking and things like that. And because it saves the tractor and the farm ute and the water cart from just sitting out there in the elements. So
yeah. So anyway.
another project.
If it is something you're interested in and you want us to film, then we can.
Yeah.
If it's like not something you're interested in, let us know and we won't film it. But I think, do you know what? I think that we've talked probably long enough.
Yeah, that's the longest we've spoken in a while.
We've probably talked long enough. I just like, thank you.
Query.
Thank you if you've watched this long. Thank you for watching. I'll put a little picture of it here. If you are interested in the Frank and Baxter wrapping paper, you can go on and buy that. If that's not your thing, that's totally fine. Maybe if you do enjoy our content, give us a subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And yeah, leave us a comment on what you want us to do.
You've left me with nothing else to say. You've done the whole spiel all on your own.
Oh, sorry.
All right, I'll just stand here and hold the camera then. Okay.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.